guys, it's Blind Dolly Girl. Welcome back to my channel where we review dolls and toys with our hands, or my Instagram if that's where you're watching me. I'm so excited to be doing this video for you guys today. I am really sorry that I haven't been around to make new videos for you guys recently. I've just been really swamped, but I'm here now and I'm really happy to be back, and I'm hoping to continue to be back. Sundays are what I'm hoping to be my video days, so please try to keep that in mind, and I will be posting more updates you know, as they come, but yeah. So anywho, today I have for you guys, you probably can see it here, I did turn on my kitchen light because while it is daytime, my house doesn't have really great lighting, so hopefully that helps you guys somewhat. I have here the American Girl gourmet kitchen set from 2016. Oof. Okay, so I had this, I had the 2020 version, the purple one. I never got a chance to actually do a review for you guys on that kitchen. I actually started it. I did start one, and I just never got a chance to finish it. But I got this kitchen for my birthday, and to be honest with you, I think it's better because it has more storage space overall, and it's actually more compact. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go around and I'm gonna describe to you guys using our finger eyes what the kitchen feels like, what the the basics of it is, and then we're gonna get into all the fun accessories. Okay, so the base of the kitchen is kind of like, I would say like a letter P, like a print P. So you have this long counter over here, it's all wood. You have a long counter, it wraps around to the oven and things. On the very left-hand side here, we have two shelves. Oops, sorry, those are some accessories. Get out of the way, not time for you yet. Go away. Not time for you yet. So you have these two shelves here, and they're great for storage stuff. And then, like I said, up here we have this long counter, it's all wood. And then down here we have these panels. This is, so all on the left-hand side, this is the left-hand side of the counter. We have a silverware drawer. Oops, that just came out, my bad. Hang on. Okay, we have a silverware drawer. And then we have another little compartment, which we'll get to in a little bit. We also have, continuing on to the right on the left-hand side, we have two other compartments for items. Now moving on to the very right hand of the setup, we have the stove here. This stove doesn't light up, it doesn't make sounds, it's just a 2-burner stove, but you can actually feel, like, kind of feels like a flower, you can feel it. And then we have these hooks that are double-sided that does have things hanging. I will get into those later. And then underneath we have the oven and more storage. Moving on to the very right, we have a very tiny little counter slab here. Above we have a pantry with different shelves. There's 1, 2, 3 shelves here. And then we have the mini fridge underneath with 1, 2 shelves. The mini fridge is plastic, the rest of the set is wooden. Also, moving on back to the left-hand side, I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention this. We do get a sink, it's a round, small sink. And then we get, in between like the stove area and the sink, there's a little tier area for items. So we'll get into more of that later. On the back here of the left-hand side, hang on, other accessories, move you out of the way. This is really neat. This is like a little panel area. It's textured with different lines, and if you go further to the right, or further to the left, excuse me, hopefully you can see this. This is another large cubby area on the back, on the left-hand side. Moving on to the very right-hand side, we will do in a while at the very end because there is a very big fun surprise. Sorry, I'm not holding the camera the right way. My apologies. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get into the accessories now. I will grab those and be right back. Okay guys, so one of the very first things here we have actually is a bread loaf pan thing. This is plastic, but it is so cool. So it's it has two little handles on either side, and then it has it's pretty deep, and it has, it's like, I think I said it's rectangle, yeah, and then it's got like these designs kind of on either side of them, like these almost like grooves, hard to explain, for the handles. Now what's really cool about this though is you have a loaf of bread. This is a half a loaf of bread, okay? Pretty big slice. It's like plastic-ish. It looks like a slice has been cut out, and we can put that in the bread box. Now that is designed to look like that for a reason, because we also get 3 little individual slices of toast. I mean, just look at this. Just, if you can, just look at this. Feel texture-wise, again, it's like plastic, but it actually feels like a bread slice. You can actually feel the like kind of, not grooves, I guess, but like, how do I describe it? Like designs? Yeah, designs, yeah. So, and you can put this, again, in the bread box. So we can attach it like that, and we get 2 other pieces. We're just gonna put that in and put that, and then we get the back end of the bread, basically. So on this side, it's really cool. Let me talk about this for a second. So you have your, what feels like your normal slice of bread on the one side. It's smooth. There's nothing much to it. Kind of just feels like a square. But the other side, because it's supposed to be the back end of the bread, is actually textured. There's like these little lines and squiggles, and it's really, really cool. So we'll put that in there. So this is the bread box with bread now in it. So we're gonna take the bread box, well actually we're just gonna move the bread box to the side for a second because we're not completely done with this section. Next thing I want to talk about, this toaster. Oh my goodness, this toaster. When I opened this setup for my birthday, I squealed. Like, I'm not gonna even try to deny it, I squealed. I was so excited because I knew about this toaster and this toaster. So this toaster is really cool. It's I think it's a blue. Somebody please correct me if I am mistaken, but I think that's what I read, that it's blue. You have, I'm gonna turn it on its side for a second. You have like these little, what feels like could be writing maybe, but I don't know what it says. It's got like these little grooves and circles. Then it has 2 slots. And then in the front of it, you have a lever. And you also have a button right below the lever. So let's take a piece of bread out of our bread box. We're just gonna get the back end here. We're gonna put the slice in the toaster. Okay, so our bread is now in the toaster. It's ready to be toasted. We're gonna press the lever down. It's toasting, okay. And we're gonna press the button. And the bread pops up. Look at that, isn't that so cool? Okay, so we're gonna put the bread back in the bread box now. And we're gonna put these 2 items on the first shelf on the side. So there's the toaster and there's the bread box. Okay, and we're gonna go and get our next few pieces. Okay, everybody, we are ready with our next few pieces. So the next few pieces we have are actually really, really cool. So we get 2 bowls. These bowls I was really happy to get because I don't really have any bowls for my dolls, so this was pretty awesome to me. These bowls, if it cannot fall on me, that'd be great, thank you. These bowls are plastic and they're round, and they look like they could be like cereal bowls or soup bowls. They have little ridges on the top. So very, very cute. We'll put those there for now. And the next 2 items we get are 2 dinner plates. These dinner plates again are round, and they have like little, kind of like little ridges, I guess I'd call them again, on the top to make it so your food doesn't, you know, fall apart or fall off the plate. So that's really cool. We also get a drinking cup. This drinking cup is very interesting. I've never actually seen a drinking cup like this in real life. It is fairly deep. It's all plastic. It's got some lines that go around it, but it starts out wide at the top and then goes down and gets skinny, and then it has a wide base, like a stem. So I don't really know why that's done. We do have an identical one to this, but I think it flew and I can't find it. So we're only showing one of these today. I apologize. The next thing we have does not come with this set. This is a small glass of orange juice, and this is, I forget, I think this is from from a breakfast set, a vintage breakfast set, maybe from 2012. I got this from a doll thrift store near me called Nice Twice Doll Shop. If you are within the Bay Area, I highly recommend it. It's great, great service, wonderful people, lots of good goodies. Not even just American Girl related, like they have everything. They have Barbie, they have American Girl, they have so much. I highly, highly recommend them. So this is a glass of orange juice. Like I said, it's really tiny. It's, again, round. But what's neat about it is, like other similar products, there's this molded plastic inside to feel like orange juice. So we're going to put the glasses, I'm going to move the camera like this, hopefully this way, so if you guys can get a better angle maybe from the small section. So you're going to put the orange juice in this top shelf. And then we're going to put the drinking glass right in front of it. Then we're going to put the plates on the bottom shelf. And we're going to put the bowls on top of the plates. All right, now for the silverware drawer, we do have some silverware here. What I really love about this silverware drawer is it's just one drawer. It's one drawer, it's spacious. The purple silverware drawer in the other kitchen was like two separate drawers and really skinny, but here you can fit a lot. So we get a fork. These are all metal. A knife. Another fork. And a spoon. And you can fit other items in there too. Moving on, we're now going to be moving on to like the oven stove area. So moving on for the oven, this is awesome. Plate of brownies. Oh my goodness. And look, you can take out the brownies. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's an individual brownie. It looks and feels so yummy. It is like, it just has like a kind of like a rough texture to it, and then on the top and the sides, it almost feels like there's chocolate just like goozing. Oh, it looks so good. Mine does have a couple nicks in it for some reason. That's a little annoying, but it happens. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of brownies. So we're just gonna put these back in the tray. You know what'd be even cooler is if these were scented, but they're not, and that's okay. So we get brownies. Okay, so we're gonna put the brownies to the side. Next thing we get is a tray of chocolate chip cookies. Oh, these always make me want chocolate chip cookies. Okay, again, you get 4 of these, and again, they can be removed, and you can feel the chocolate chips on them on the top. They're actually like, they feel like little buttons. You can feel them. There's so many chocolate chips on here. And then in the back, we get, like, some of the plastic feels softer than other parts. So it feels like they're, you know, baked at just that right point of like crunchy but gooey. So you get 4 of these again, like I said. Next item we have is a thing of pancakes. This again came from the American Girl breakfast set, I believe released in 2012. There's a little pat of butter at the top. It feels more like a rubber texture. And then there's 2 round pancakes put together. We also have a fried egg, which is again, fried egg and bacon actually, which is again from the American Girl breakfast set. And there is a, so it's basically an egg with what feels to be like a slice of bacon molded onto the top of the egg, which is really interesting. And you can feel like the part of the yolk on the top right, and then the left is the bacon. It looks really good. And then the last piece we have for that section of the stove and oven is this, like, what is this? Sorry, I'm trying to think of the word now. This dough. It's a molded roll piece of dough that looks like it's been rolled out. You have these rough sides on either end to be like chunks of the dough, I'm guessing. And then the dough itself is flat and plastic. So we are going to put the dough, hang on, I know you're too close, I'm sorry. We're gonna put the dough in these containers. There's this is like a shelving down here. It's pretty deep, so we're gonna put the dough down here, and we're gonna put the eggs, oops, sorry about that, the eggs, sorry about that too, my hand keeps bumping the phone, and the bacon, or the pancakes, sorry. And the reason we're doing this is because I honestly don't know where else to put these pieces. We're gonna close that up, if it will let me close it. This drawer can be a little finicky. Okay, now we're gonna open up the oven. And the oven does have a rack, you can slide it in and out. And we're gonna put the, brownies in the oven. And then we're gonna put the chocolate chips on top. Maybe. Well, that kind of failed, but that's okay. So you got chocolate chips and brownies baking in the oven now. Now this stove, like I said, it does not make sounds, but you can turn each of these knobs. You do get 1, 2, 3 controls. The left one you can turn, and the right one you can turn. The left one is really loose compared to the right for some reason. And the middle one does make a click sound, which is really, really fun. Okay, now we're gonna be talking about above the stove for a second. So above the stove, we do have quite a bit going on. Like I said, this is a metal double-sided hook area. So I won't be going over all of these individually because it is quite a bit. And it's really hard to get these kind of on and off the hooks for me, but I'll feel around and tell you what I find. So we do have a whisk here on the very right-hand side. It's got lots of slots on it. We also have what looks to be like maybe an icing paddle. We have a pot, some measuring spoons and cups. And on the other side, we have a pan and the front of the pot. So. Now moving on to the pantry, we have a lot of items here for our pantry. Now I don't know what is what in terms of boxes, but we have this box. It's a medium-sized box. It is square, it is chunky. Maybe, I don't know, maybe sugar. So we're gonna put this on the very top shelf. Next up we have a super duper large box. This maybe could be flour or cereal. I'm not exactly sure, and I haven't been able to get it identified yet, get these pieces identified yet. So we're gonna put that right next to we're gonna put that on the top shelf. Wait, that's not the top shelf, that's the second shelf. Put that on the top shelf. And now we have an even larger box, again, square in terms of chunky, but it's like more like a rectangle shape. It's just cardboard. All of these are cardboard. I'm not really sure what this is. So yeah, that's interesting. We're gonna put that on the top. Actually, we're gonna put that on the next one down. Next up we have, maybe this could be a little thing of pet food, possibly. I'm not sure, maybe. Yeah, maybe. So we're gonna put that to the right of there. Next up we get a thing of either sugar or flour. And what's really interesting about these, you can slightly hear it shake around inside. I don't know what color the tops are, but the top has like kind of like a, almost looks like it could be a hook. So you can pull off the lid. These lids are not removable, but this is plastic. And I'm told that when you move it around, you can see the flour moving inside. So we're gonna put that on the very bottom. And let's see if we can move one of these. We're just gonna do a little rearranging here. There we go. Okay, so the sugar and or flour is now on the second shelf with a couple other boxes. Now we have an identical piece. This is also looks and feels just like the other one, except maybe the lid is a different color. I don't know. But it has the same like kind of pointy top, and it's also round. And you can shake it and still hear it. And again, you can move it around. So that's pretty neat. Okay. So now the pantry is done. Next, we're gonna be moving on to this lovely mini fridge here. We have a thing of blueberries for the fridge. This is really cool because you can actually feel like, it just feels like little round circles molded together, but you can tell that they're blueberries based on that. It has a very rubbery texture, but they're all like molded together. And then you get your basket for the blueberries. It is plastic, and I think it could be blue maybe, but don't quote me. And it's got little like lips on the edges, and it's got some details down here at the bottom. Feels like lines, could be maybe ventilation for some reason. So we're gonna put this on the very bottom shelf in the left. Next up, we get the same container, but with strawberries. And these are cool because remember how I said the blueberries had like buttons, like little dots? This is like chunky slices almost. You can totally feel the strawberry detail in here. And again, they're kind of all molded together. And I think obviously it's pink or red. And then we get the identical container to the blueberries, but for the strawberries. And I don't know if it's a different color. So I'm gonna put that to the left of to the right of the strawberries. Next up, we get a parfait. This came from the breakfast set, not this set. This is from the breakfast set, so this is from another set. This is a parfait. You get all types of yummy molded fruits. I think in top there's like bumps and ridges and all different types of things going on in the top of this parfait. The glass itself is wide at the top with a little lip, and it goes down into the base, like gets skinnier and then kind of widens out for the base. So meant to be like a little like, you know, parfait or ice cream cup. Very, very cute. So we're also gonna put that on the bottom right by the fruits. Next thing we get is one of my favorite pieces out of any kitchen set, the milk. I love the milk. Okay, so the milk carton is always interesting because it does have a texture to it. It's like rough-ish, but not rough. And then, if that makes any sense at all, you do get a little handle on the side so your dolls can hold it if they want. And you get a lid at the top. The lid is not removable. I kind of wish it was. I think the lid's pink. I don't know if this is 2% whole milk. I don't remember. But I do know it says the facts. Oh, and on this side here, you actually get a picture of whatever the detail is. And you can feel the picture. I can't read it, but I know it's there. I know that's where like the detail is probably at. So we're gonna put this on the top shelf, right-hand side. Next up, we get a container of eggs. I'm not gonna open the eggs here because these are always really hard for me to do, but it holds 6 eggs. So we do get a container of eggs. Next up, we get a butter dish, you know, for our toast or our pancakes or whatever we want to use it for. This does open, and inside you can feel it feels like a slice of butter has been taken out. It's plastic, light plastic. And the butter stick itself is a rectangle, and it's molded onto the top. So we're gonna put that on the very far left of the top shelf. The very last item we get for the fridge is this 2-liter bottle of Coke. I love this bottle. This did not come with the set. This comes from the Our Generation Fresh and Fun mini fridge set. It feels just like a 2-liter bottle of Coke though, complete with the lid at the top. You actually, check this out, at the very bottom, you know how Coke bottles have like those bumps on the very bottom? Yeah, you get that here too. I thought that was so cool. So we're gonna put this again on the bottom shelf, directly in between, directly in front of the fruits and to the left of the parfait. And that's the mini fridge. Moving on to one of the last things I have to show you in this set. This is a 2 pieces. This is a stand mixer. There's an attachment that I've already attached. It's a very large mixer. And on the bottom, let's see if I can actually do it. Let's see, hang on. Sorry, the camera's gonna go wonky. I apologize. Okay, so I can't actually turn it on right now. I'm really sorry. I will attempt to turn it on. Stay tuned to my Instagram for possibly a tiny reel of what this is like when it is on. So this mixer is really, really, really fun. It's, I want to say orange, but again, do not quote me. And it has like a kind of a round top, and then you have the mixer attachment at the bottom, and then you have the back, which is really skinny. And then you have the, somewhere here on the bottom of it, like on the base, is where the actual like controls, like turn on area is. So we're gonna put the mixer right here in the back of the unit in the very largest shelf. This is where this goes. We also then, with the mixer, get a very large mixing bowl. It's very cool. I don't know the color of it, but it is ridges. And it's a pretty lightweight plastic. But it can mix a lot in it, so that's pretty cool. So we're also gonna put that, I'm sorry, I know you're just looking at a random part of the fridge, or the random part of the kitchen, I apologize. That also goes in the very back. Hopefully you can see that. It goes basically in the very, like the other side of the kitchen with the longest, what is that? The longest shelf. There you go, that's what I'm trying to think. Okay, the very last thing I have to show you for this kitchen, the piece de resistance, if you ask me, is this drawer. Looks like maybe just a weird drawer, right? No. You pull it out and look. There's a garbage can inside, which I have filled to the brim with like different seasonings and things because honestly, so I'll show you for example. So this is a seasoning jar, maybe red pepper, maybe garlic powder, whatever you want it to be, right? It's a clear base and then with a textured lid on top. I don't know what, I think the lids maybe are different textures. Maybe they're all red, I'm not sure. But that is supposed to go here on that tray I was telling you about earlier. That like tier tray thing, that's where this is supposed to live. The problem is these are so small that if you put enough of them on here and you're blind like myself, I just bump them and they go all over. So they kind of live in here now for me. But anyways, you guys, that is the American Girl Gourmet Kitchen set from 2016. Oh wait, I almost forgot. My bad. The last thing we get in this set is a nice metal purple chair. So the purple chair is really cool because on the back of it, there's all these designs. And it kind of looks like a heart on the back, like where the dolls would sit. And then you get 4 legs. It's a really sturdy chair. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It is such good quality. I love it. So then you can put the purple chair, say for example, right in front of this counter and your dolls could eat. Okay, now we've completed the kitchen. There we go. Well guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning into my review by Touch of the American Girl Gourmet Kitchen. I really hope you guys enjoyed our time together today. Please let me know if using the top of this table to like show you guys stuff helped you at all. Please let me know if you were able to see anything better and how you liked it. And overall, what do you think of the kitchen? Do you like it? Do you like this one or the 2020 version better? I'd love to know your thoughts. So yeah, let me know, and stay tuned for my next video. Should be coming next weekend. As always, guys, thanks for watching. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Remember to like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell button so you'll never miss another video. Until next time, bye.